One of the applications of factoring is simplifying rational expressions. I will show you in one example. So example number 1 on page 24 says state the restrictions in each of the expression below, and I will ask you also to simplify. So if I have 36 over 63b minus 54. So the first thing that you are asked to do is to give the restriction. So what does that mean? If I'll just change the pen. So the restriction means tell me, is there a case when this fraction, this rational expression cannot exist? So the case when this expression would not be existing, it would be if the expression in denominator would be equal to 0. So if denominator is equal to 0, I would have 36 divided by 0, which is something that cannot be determined. 36 divided by 0, it's a condition in math that you always have to avoid. You cannot divide by 0. So you don't want this ever. So you want to say that I need to have the values of b such as that 63b minus 54 is never equal to 0. So that's my restriction. This expression will be existing. I will be able to simplify, to work with it. But the condition or restriction that I'm giving, I have to have all the values that will not give me a 0 in denominator. So let's see, is there a value of b that is a dangerous one? So I will work like this. I will make my denominator actually equal to 0 to check which value of b should be avoided. So I will move 54 on the other side. So b is equal 54 divided by 63. If I simplify, this is, if I divide by 9, this is equal 6 over 7. So the restriction is I do not want b to be 6 over 7. So that is my restriction. So now when you have given your restriction, now you are working with the rational expression. So let's see now, how can I simplify this? I'm going to factor numerator and the denominator and then cancel out the same thing. Obviously in numerator I cannot do anything, but here I can factor out 9. So 63, if I factored out 9, I will have 7b minus 6. Can I simplify 36 and 9? I can. So this is equal to 4 over 7b minus 6. I have simplified my expression. Simplifying meaning I have the exact same value if you want. Just I have found a way to write it with smaller values and it's easier to work with. So remember, whenever I ask you to simplify or work with the rational expression, first give me the restrictions, which means give me the values. I don't want denominator to be equal to 0. And then factor numerator and denominator and cancel out what you can.